doctors, firefighters, police officers, heart surgeons, and football coaches. What do these careers have in common? They are the most difficult jobs in the world. And so in this video, we're going to be going over the different types of football coaches. And I'm sure that a lot of you have had a coach like number 4 in this video. So I challenge you, yes you, watching right now, I challenge you to stay until the end of this video because I know you guys' attention spans are cooked nowadays. So please prove me wrong that you can stay until the end to see if this football coach relates to you or if any others do this video. For number 1, we have one of the most, if not the most, infamous types of coaches. This is who I like to call the crash out coach. Now this specimen of coach is some of the most frightening type of coach you'll ever meet in your entire football career. They have the shortest temper and they'll freak out at you even if you misplace just one singular pass. It doesn't matter if you're prime Tony Cruz with 95% pass completion rate most of the time. If it's just one pass and it goes to the other team, crash out. And what they do to congratulate you if you do anything good in the match or in the training session, the best they'll give you is a thumbs up, which is what you should do to this video. So majority of the time, you're basically playing in fear because you're basically going to get yelled at if you make a single mistake. So that just makes you play even worse, which sucks. And worst of all, you're not even looking forward to going to training anymore because you're just going to get yelled at. You're not having fun there. Like, what does a guy have to do to just have some fun playing football? You know, bust out an elastico or a rainbow flick in a match or a training session? Like, why do I have to get yelled at for doing that? You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter if you're an elite level footballer playing in the Premier League or just your average Sunday League player. That's because the crash out coach expects the most from you and the team, no matter your skill level and the level you're playing at. Which I do have to respect though, because if I was a coach, low-key, I'd be acting the same way, to be fair. And that's especially if my team was like, you know, messing around during training, having some tomfoolery going around, just taking the piss. Best believe I would have the biggest crash out because they're just taking the piss out of your time. So that's probably why the crash out coach is even like a thing, because you're probably the reason why you're making him crash out, because he has to put up with your guys' tomfoolery if that's you guys. Or if it's your teammates. Comment below if you have teammates like that, by the way. You know, they're just passionate about their job, about their career if it is. So we'll just give them the benefit of the doubt. And you never know what's going on in their personal lives. So, you know, never like talk back to them, you know, always have respect to them and they'll show respect to you. Even if they're, you know, yelling at you, they still can have that respect for you. Get me? Which leads us into the next coach, which is practically the polar opposite of the crash out coach. This coach is what I like to call the no tactics, pure vibes, just friendship coach. They are just your ordinary family man, working 9 to 5 or businessman type of dad, you know, just loves to spend time with his son, which is usually on their team, and his teammates coaching you guys. So they have my utmost respect because they're just your volunteer. You know, they may not know the most about football. He doesn't study the game in his spare time. He doesn't even know all the rules, probably. He might not even be able to name 10 footballers off the top of his head. But at least they bring a winning spirit and mentality to each training session and match day, even if it's with the little knowledge that they do have. Now, there's usually one caveat or drawback to these types of coaches, and it's that they love to rotate their players into different positions, just like alternating them, making them switch positions, you know, sub in, sub out, you get me? So if you're planning on playing striker, for example, oh, best believe you're gonna be playing in goal, you're gonna be playing left back, you're gonna be playing in the midfield. You're playing anywhere except your favorite position, and do not expect to keep any clean sheets or win any matches, or many matches for that matter, because, you know, no tactics can only get you so far. But hey, you know what? At least you're not getting yelled at constantly for misplacing passes, even if it's 10-0. Now hold on just a second. 99% of you guys watching right now are not subscribed. So what are you even doing right now? Sub up. We're trying to reach 10,000 subscribers before my birthday, which is only 1 month away. And our main goal is to reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which has always been a lifelong dream of mine, to receive that YouTube play button plaque after working so hard to reach 100,000 subscribers. You know, You know what? You guys are even subscribers. You guys are literally like my family. Comment down below something, I'll most likely reply. If you look in the comments of the previous videos, I'm replying to pretty much every single comment. So best believe I appreciate every single one of you guys, and you guys make my day every single time I read your guys' comments, okay? So comment, like, subscribe, share, do everything you can. Let's continue growing this channel, this community, and make sure you join the Discord. It will be linked in the description as all my other socials are, so make sure you follow me on every other social media platform. Now let's get straight back to it. Now, tell me this. Do you guys happen to know who Toucan Sam is? Well, basically, he's the cousin of the next type of coach, who I like to call the parrot assistant coach. Now, why is that, you may be asking? Well, let me tell you why. They basically just repeat everything and anything the head coach says. That's because the parrot assistant coach doesn't know much about football, just like our previous coach we talked about. The safe option for them is just to, repeat or reiterate what the head coach says in order to avoid sounding silly and not knowledgeable in their field. But like the previous coach, the Pure Vibes No Tactics coach, and every other coach, we have to always respect them because at least they're making an effort, so hats off to you guys. Now last but certainly not least, we have everyone's favorite type of coach, the chill guy coach. Now he may not be the best coach, but he most definitely is in spirit. Now let me explain what I mean by that. The chill coach doesn't really care too much if you're a couple minutes late or even if you miss training altogether. He knows things happen in life, like you might have homework, you might have school, you might have other commitments you have to attend to. And you might have been stuck in traffic on your way to training or your match. That's what I love about these coaches. They're very reasonable and they, treat you like one of their own sons, you get me? But just like that, if you get on their bad side, oh my days, they might even be worse than the crash out coach if you get on their bad side. You rarely ever see the chill guy coach turn into the crash out coach. So this is like a once in a blue moon event that probably never will happen in your lifetime, like Tottenham winning a trophy. No offense to any Tottenham fans. So if you manage to piss him off somehow, you're getting sent home early from training. But you have to keep this in mind that he puts up with a lot. He has a high tolerance. So one crash out every once in a while is low-key kind of warranted, by the way. So yeah, just keep that in mind. All in all, coaching is a very challenging job. So next time you see your coach, give him a nice firm handshake, or better yet, a hug. And as you do that, tell him how much you appreciate him and his efforts because it goes a long way. And trust me, when I say this, you're gonna make his day. And as a result, he might give you some more game time because he respects you more and he likes you more. So yeah, it's low-key a bit of a life hack. But, make sure it's genuine. Anyway, enough yapping for one video. Comment below which coach you currently have or have had in the past. If you vibe with me, watch some of my other videos. They should be popped up on the screen somewhere. You may as well just do a binge watch session like you're watching Netflix and just watch all of them. Or at least a bunch of them. Share them with your friends. They're all relatable, so yeah. I'd appreciate very much if you do that. As I mentioned earlier, do not forget to subscribe. We're trying to reach 10K before my birthday, which is in a month. And we're trying to reach 100K by the end of the year. Remember to follow me on all my socials. They're all linked in the description and they're going to be popped up on screen. Comment below any other types of coaches I may have forgot or any other video topics you'd like to see from me next. And as always, shout out Chains for Real, Swoozy, J-Tex, and ZaneQF. You guys are the inspirations behind these videos, so big ups to you guys. Other than that, it's been your boy Luca, aka Pooks, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love, peace, and techers.